I really love the Fiat 500. It has a lot of personality for such a small car, and it's a lot of fun to drive. So I thought that this Fiat 500X would just be a bigger version of that, but I was pretty wrong. None of that personality translates into this car, and what you get is something that's kind of mediocre, and I'll tell you why in this quick take. One of the things that really bothers me about the 500X is that it feels kind of half-baked and that Fiat Chrysler didn't really think everything through. First off, it has an extremely stiff suspension, but no one's going to be off-roading in this thing, and it's definitely not sporty. So having such a stiff suspension just doesn't make a lot of sense. Secondly, the way it behaves is just kind of unpredictable. It's very jumpy, and the way it drives just feels unnatural. For example, when you take your foot off the brake, it doesn't gently roll forward like regular cars, but it leaps forward quickly, and even when you tap on the gas lightly, there's always a really hard start, no matter how easy you are on the pedal. Putting the car in increased traction mode for snow or wet weather seems to help these jumpy starts, but it takes a lot of getting used to. I think Fiat did this on purpose to give the CUV a sportier feel, but it just ends up feeling a bit unrefined and overexcited. So it feels like I have a lot of complaints about the 500X, but it's not all that bad. The 2.4-liter engine is actually a pretty good pick for this car because it has decent power, which means that passing other cars or getting up to highway speeds is a stress-free experience. It puts out 180 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque. You could also get it with the base 1.4-liter turbo, but that's really not enough engine to get this car going, so you're going to want to upgrade to the bigger motor. The downside is that it does drink more fuel, and it is a very noisy engine. Another big bonus is that it comes with a version of Uconnect, which is the most user-friendly infotainment system on the market. The interior also has a nice clean layout that is functional and easy to use. Fully loaded, the 500X comes with a bunch of useful features like heated seats and a heated steering wheel, a big sunroof, parking sensors, and leather seats. But with all these features, it really drives up the price quickly. A base 500X with a small engine starts at about 20 grand in the US, but as tested, this top-of-the-line, fully loaded Trekking Plus model with all-wheel drive will set you back about 33 grand, which is a lot to pay considering how many flaws it has. The subcompact crossover segment is huge right now, and it has a lot of really strong players like the Honda HR-V and the Mazda CX-3. So although the 500X has a lot of style and a nice interior, its bad driving dynamics, poor fuel economy, and high price just don't make it stand out in this really competitive segment.